Jesus Christ.
That was the best I had.
Mm.
Anyway, welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. See, Jupiter gets it. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We're fucking in the endgame now, boys. Also, important note. Today, as of streaming, I think, it has been 1 year exactly since the first Taga VOD went on YouTube.
Woo!
Oh my god.
I think that's true.
What a long ass game.
It's a long ass fucking game. Are we fucking ready, boys?
Let's go.
We're gonna play my favorite case.
I'm nervous.
Yay! Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
That is gorgeous. Oh, damn. No
Yep.
cute little... Alright.
Nope. You don't get anything.
That makes sense. Oh, we're putting our pussy into it today.
Mhm.
Alright. New music, let's go. Jesus. 3rd of November, 9:14 a.m. The Old Bailey, Defendant's Antechamber. So... the time's finally come. Today...
Oh, clit.
So... Clit. Today, we unravel everything. I'll be counting on your support more than ever today, Miss Susato.
Oh god.
Miss Susato? Jesus Christ!
No. What's the matter, Mr. Naruto?
Nothing? I was just saying that I'll be relying on your support today, but...
I'm so sorry. Of course, I know I can be rather incompetent at times, but I shan't let you down.
Would you mind helping me to my feet, then?
Oh dear, I'm really very sorry.
Girlie, you good? Susato-san isn't her usual self at all. But that's hardly surprising, I suppose. She's just found out that her father is the partner of a world-famous detective. Not to mention...
Good morning, sir.
Oh! Lord Manzix!
Thank you for all your efforts yesterday.
Did I hear that correctly?
What?
Oh, no, nothing. Just... I hope we can clear things up today. Really can't make this man out. His face says, I hate you, but his words are almost jovial today.
His mom told him his face would freeze like that, didn't it?
In fact, he hasn't been very Reaper-like at all since this all began yesterday.
Lord Van Six isn't the Reaper, Mr. Naruto.
Good point.
The Reaper. I suppose in hindsight. I shouldn't have allowed that Ooh, he wants to say something so bad.
Oh no.
Mid-sentence slur.
It literally slowed down. It didn't even stop. It slowed down to a glacial pace. Oh no.
I shouldn't have allowed that misconception to go unchallenged.
Huh.
He's real drunk.
He took the
It was
weed
my-
from
Oh god.
It was my tacit acceptance of that pseudonym. My failure to stop the Reaper becoming something more than a mere legend that led to all this.
But you're not to blame for that, Lord Van Zieks.
The evil weed, exactly.
The
It has
evil
a
weed.
counter effect on
The
people
weed.
that are already assholes. It's only because it's only because serious crime in the capital dropped off so sharply when the public started calling you that. That's why you didn't say anything, isn't it?
To be frank, I'm not sure that was the sole reason.
What do you mean, Frank?
Stupid.
There was a rumor at the time that the Reaper was really the ghost of.
I need you to know that perfectly buffered after you said was. It was like there was a rumor that the Reaper was.
There's a rumor.
There's a
There's
rumor
a rumor.
that
All
the money in the
all
Toto
the money
bank.
in the Toto
Billion
bank,
yen.
all 10 billion yen has been stolen. Is this true?
It's stolen. That's true.
But having been slain by that evil killer, Clint's restless spirit returned as some sort of demigod.
My late brother, Clint.
To wield a deadly blade of justice where I, by dint of the law, could not.
Yes. We've heard that story too.
When I lost him,
Hello, sorry. Sorry. Jesus.
When I lost him. Oh, hey.
Woo. Anyway, I'm like 2 steps away from making this freaking picture my
Do it,
my
pussy,
screen,
you
my
won't.
lock screen. It's already Kazuma.
I felt as though I'd lost my guiding light. I didn't know where to go or what to do. And so, in some small way, I wonder if perhaps those rumors made me feel his absence a little less keenly. Even if I knew it was just an illusion, just some nonsense conjured up by an over-imaginative public.
He was obviously extremely important to you. Lord Clint Van Zieks.
Well, what's important now is uncovering the truth. That's all that matters. I clicked on. I'm looking at 2 things. I know that you didn't take anyone's life. And I intend to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt in court today.
I never thought I'd say this. But I can see it in your eyes. That burning desire to cut through all the lies and deception.
The animalistic desire. Excuse
Yeah.
I can't deny it any longer. You are a lawyer of absolute integrity.
Thank you.
Now tell me, why do I detect the scent of expensive tea leaves in the air?
Oh! Iris, when did you get here?
Oh,
I brought to you one of my special blends. Hurley loves it. He says it helps him to clear his head.
I thank you.
Oh.
That's surely the first and last time I'll ever see a sight like this.
You.
You seem different today, Iris.
Oh?
Sort of subdued, I suppose.
I am not.
What happened yesterday is obviously still playing on her mind a lot. She's clearly very troubled about having stolen that autopsy report from Dr. Syed's laboratory.
All right then. Good luck to you both. I have to make a move now.
You have to what?
Oh, you're not staying.
I thought you'd want to watch today's proceedings.
Well, I'd like to cheer you on, obviously. But I've got lots to get ready.
Get ready. For what?
Oh, yes. Would you take this?
Yeah, of course. Yes, I'll treasure it forever. Isn't that one of the little felt dolls that's usually dangling from your knapsack?
Yes. It's a lucky charm. A little honey that I made once.
Get ready for what? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
A Hurley. Looks more like a Hairley to me.
If for some reason you completely run out of options in the trial today, then just pull this little Hurley's ears as hard as you possibly can.
What? I know. Grab me by the ears. You are where there are children watching. Just do it! Pull his ears?
That's right. It's a way to bring good luck. I think you might need it.
It's so cute.
You think what we'll need is luck?
I just need to peek inside the courtroom.
You're fucked.
You might be a little fucked, and it seems very different to normal.
How did, like, we're fucked different?
Yes.
Yes, it would seem that a certain someone has decided to pull out all the stops.
Fuck does that mean? What
Wouldn't
does
you
that
like to know, Weather Boy?
mean? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Wouldn't you like to know whether
What about Mr. Sholmes, Iris?
I don't know. He was out all night and hadn't come home by the time I left this morning.
Heyo.
I think he stayed with
Sorry.
your dad, Susato.
Oh, I see.
Hi. Was Professor Mikotova out all night too, do you think, Miss Susato?
Yes, it would seem so. I telegrammed the hotel this morning. And apparently they didn't come back to their rooms last night at all.
I think gay sex happened. Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
fanfiction in that time window.
I think gay
Good,
sex
that's
happened. They?
Father and Judge Jigoku, I mean.
Threesome happened. Judge Jigoku too.
That's right. Nobody appears to have seen either of them since yesterday. Yes?
Fucking Freudian slip of the
Oh my
century.
God!
Holy shit.
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit, it's the best thing I could have done on accident ever.
That's real. And
That
I
was
haven't, and Susada said that.
Yesterday.
I think Cosmo possessed me for a second there.
Oh,
Holy
yes,
shit.
you're gay.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice. Gay,
Oh my
homosexual,
God.
gay.
Best thing I could have accidentally done.
Holy shit.
I'm in tears.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, can you believe we didn't
I'm
get
not allowed to talk
nominated for the
anymore.
streamer award?
I'm not allowed to talk anymore. That's the best thing that I could have said, and I will not top that for the rest of the
Top, you
That's it,
say?
we-
Top?
Whoa.
We've peaked here.
Oh my
Counsel for the
God.
defense and the defendant. Court is about to be in session. Please make your way inside the courtroom at once.
Good luck then, Runo. Good luck, Susie.
Yes. Thanks, Iris. We're Fujoing
And
out
you,
tonight.
Mr. Reaper. I hope it goes well.
Once again, I thank you. For, oh god, it didn't load. Once again, I thank you for the delicious tea. It was very soothing.
Fujoing out, you say? I like toxic yaoi.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I do.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Hold on, I gotta fix one fucking thing. Okay.
We must go inside now, Lord Van Zeeks.
There
Hmm.
Okay.
we go. Okay, good talk.
Hmm.
Did you say yes to gay? Lord Van Zeeks has always been the
No.
formidable prosecutor I've had to lock horns with in court. But not today. Today, I battle with another in pursuit of the truth. My best friend, Kazuma Asogi, who I trust more than anyone else in the world. Now I understand what it was that drew me here to Britain all those months ago. Now I know exactly what destiny had in store for me. It's all been leading up to this one day, to this one trial, to this one final reckoning. It's the 3rd of November, 9:30 a.m., the old Bailey courtroom. Okay. It feels even more oppressive in here than it did yesterday. Their cold stares piercing me like knives from all sides today.
Mr. Naruto, look!
No, Jesus! What the fuck?
White man jump scare.
Wait, man, jump scare.
Every time. Lord Strongheart! Cosma must have known beforehand.
The ramifications of this trial now extend far beyond the murder of one Scotland Yard inspector. In fact, events have come to light that threaten to rock the very foundations of our country's legal system.
The escape of a condemned criminal on the night of his execution, the subsequent unlawful shooting of the man, and the revelation that prison staff must have been complicit in the jailbreak.
Britain is currently hosting influential members of the judiciary from countries all around the world. It is imperative that we uncover the truth in these proceedings to avoid international embarrassment.
We can't ruin Forensics Con.
We cannot ruin Forensics Con. Enough has gone wrong with Forensics Con, and I'm fucking sick of it. By royal decree, this will continue to be a closed trial.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he's tall as shit.
I'm tall as fuck.
Woo!
And one over which I, male Strongheart, exercise total and unequivocal authority.
There's a lot happening right now.
Sure is.
I think it's the unicorn cane topper that's like sealing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get it, but also that is
No, he's
not what I
terrifying.
expected.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hey! Hey! The 6 jurors' flames just...
As was the case in yesterday's proceedings, those here present in the public gallery.
I'm sorry, how long did it take you to rig the fucking pyrotechnics, dog?
Oh no, I can just do this with my mind, don't worry. Our
Horrifying.
distinguished members of our judiciary, assembled to bear witness to a fair judicial process.
I had my doves set it up like I'm a fucking Disney princess.
Of course I'm a
the-
Disney princess.
It's the Shrek scene.
Yeah.
with Snow White.
Ah!
Yeah.
In other words,
Hold my hand.
a collection of your acolytes, Lord Strongheart.
On a personal note, I find this most distressing, Lord Van Zeeks. You were a prosecutor of exceptional talent.
Say it in past tense.
Much like your brother Clint, in fact.
Okay, now you're just being a douche.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. For the trial of Baroque Van Zieks, who officially stands accused of murder. Counsels for the prosecution and defense. Are you in full readiness to proceed?
The defense is ready, my lord. As is the prosecution.
Yesterday's proceedings brought to light a shocking and disturbing fact. There was a side to the victim. Three.
There was a side to him.
There was
If
a
there was.
side to him. There sure was a side.
Sanders?
I'll just start the sentence over or whatever. There was a side to the victim, Inspector Tobias Gregson, that was unknown to his superiors at Scotland Yard.
I didn't verbally react
just
to it.
started
This music
digging.
fucks.
Oh,
It's
it's
so good.
insane.
It's so good.
Yes, he was carrying out operations in secret, which Scotland Yard knew nothing about.
And in those clandestine operations, he had an accomplice.
Mr. Daily Vigil, who would be given the inspector's identification and present himself around the capital in order to establish credible alibis for Gregson. In that way, Gregson appeared to be carrying out his regular Scotland Yard work, when, in fact, he wasn't.
At the end of yesterday's session, Mr. Vigil, who had been suffering from amnesia, regained his memory. It would appear he buried his memories of the time deep inside himself as a means of self-preservation.
I love the Sherlock Christmas special.
Stop.
Kate,
No.
no.
I saw the thing you retweeted too.
You had to be there.
You had to be there.
Because whilst he was engaged as chief warder at Barclay Prison, he abetted the convict's escape.
Mr. Vigil is currently recuperating at St. Sinners. He's recovered enough to give a signed statement about his movements on the day prior to the incident. He's formally admitted to posing as Gregson whilst investigating the Red-Headed League.
Which brings us to the crucial issue of the victim's time of death. The defense yesterday proposed a suggestion that the victim may have been killed one day earlier. This was based largely on the discovery that the victim's pocket watch had not been wound.
The prosecution has something to report on that subject, my lord.
Really? Go ahead, Prosecutor Sogi.
I met once again with the coroner yesterday to discuss the issue. She confirmed that the defense's suggestion could not be ruled out. It's entirely possible that Inspector Gregson was killed on the 31st of October, the day before his body was discovered. I have here an updated autopsy report that includes the amended details.
But the official opinion of the investigation team was made clear yesterday.
Persona 4.
That the time of death was 5 p.m. on the 1st of November.
There are indications of an attempt to disguise the real time of death, however. It seems that the natural decaying process of the victim's body may have been slowed by keeping it chilled.
That's out of the question.
We have a biased judge. This is a kangaroo court.
There are no refrigeration devices in that part of London large enough to accommodate a human corpse.
My lord, this is more than just conjecture. There's evidence to support the idea. We must investigate it thoroughly.
Very well. The court will accept the new report as evidence. However, if this updated report is deemed to be accurate,
You get it, Jupiter.
it would give renewed significance to the movements of the victim on the day before the Fresno Street incident.
It would, yes. Especially since on that day, Inspector Gregson was using Mr. Vigil to cover up his real movements. It's conceivable that he was killed in the course of his secret activities.
Do I sense that the prosecution has some information regarding those activities?
Scotland Yard put an enormous effort into investigating that precise matter yesterday. I think we should begin by presenting the results of that investigation work. So the prosecution calls its first witness now. He's so pretty. Gina! State your name and occupation for the court.
Inspector Gina Lestrade reporting. Representative of Scotland Yard.
A self-conferred rank, but never mind. Gina? Again?
What's your problem, Odo? What's with that Gina again look, eh?
Ah!
Love her.
The boss meant the world to me. He done more for me than anyone else ever did.
Cousin was just like, you understand, right? He's so fucking easy.
God.
Oh? Inspector Gregson, you mean?
Please tell me. Well, don't. I'm gonna feel so shit if Ren has to sit here again and do nothing again.
We need
I
to
have
shuffle
terrible
someone.
news about this entire job.
We need to shuffle someone.
Yeah.
It might make more sense in a later part of the.
We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. It'll be fine. He got me out of the back slums of the East End and took me under his wing. Taught me that life can have a purpose. So that's why I'm the best person to be standing here speaking for him.
Oh, Gina.
Right. All out of the goodness of Gregson's heart. Not at all that he had his arm twisted by Mr. Sholmes. No. What's relevant to these proceedings is that the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigations yesterday has revealed that the victim was carrying out some assignment the police knew nothing about.
Very troubling.
I hated how I said the word about. That face. Lord Strongheart knew! So, Inspector Lestrade. Let's hear exactly what it says in that report.
Coming right up, sir.
Me and MJ ruling the fucking world, alright.
Yeah. All your detectives are supposed to follow orders and investigate what they're told. But a little search of the boss's office turned up a notebook that had a load of secret meetings in it. According to that, the boss was looking into some smuggled goods dealings that day. Looks like it was a big job and all, but the coppers weren't onto it yet. What matters most is there's witnesses what saw the Reaper at the place, too!
Smuggled goods?
I don't know, do I? I'm just telling you what was written in the book.
Tobacco, tea, spices, medicines. Goods of all sorts flow into London via legal channels from across the globe. It's well known that they're disposed of at regular black markets that take place in the capital. But the police are rarely able to locate them in time. So Inspector Gregson was investigating one of those black markets?
It's been suggested that high-ranking government officials may be involved in black market activity. No doubt Gregson was trying to avoid details of his investigations being leaked to the involved parties. That would explain why he was operating on his own authority, without the yard's knowledge.
And do we know where the dealings were taking place this time? In a particular room of a certain exclusive London gentleman's club. And on the day in question, the accused is known to have been there. That's the conclusion of Scotland Yard's investigation into the matter. Oh, that can't be! We haven't heard anything about this! Members of the club have testified to it. There's no question. The accused, Baroque Van Zeeks, was present.
That would be very significant testimony, then.
Why? But Lord Van Zeeks has made no mention of this at all.
What I do in my goddamn free time is not your fucking business. You think I'm going to tell you? I was at a fucking gentleman's club. In short, Lord Van Zeeks had ample opportunity to murder the victim.
Jesus. It will be a jump scare every time.
It will.
Very well, then. Counsel for the defense, begin your cross-examination. I wanted to bring in jingle bells, but they wouldn't let me.
Because it's still fucking November.
Because it's still
I
November.
think we can figure out how to mod that.
We're told. Below search of the boss's office, turned up a notebook that had all those secret meetings in it. Hold it! So you went through Inspector Gregson's things?
Yep. As part of the as part of the independent Lestrade investigation.
I'm sure you superiors would be delighted that you're taking the initiative.
So I snuck into his office when no one was around. Else was around about. What? I can't read. Okay. Ah. It's fine. Because if anyone at the yard had seen me going in there, they'd have turfed me straight out off to the street. I did it again.
Well, this is sounding less and less like an investigation and more like something else. The prosecution understands that it was this very detective who discovered the notebook.
You got that right. Nothing gets past Inspector Lestrade and a trusty assistant, Chief Inspector Toby. We found it hidden in one of his desk drawers that had a false button.
That's impressive.
So then I went to hide myself and no one else could find me, so I could have a butcher's of what was written in it. Because if anyone at the yard had found me out, they'd have tucked me straight out on the street. I've given it in now, though, ain't I? And if it weren't for me, it would never have been found.
So true, girly. Boss was looking at
Sure
you
says
so-
words.
She says so many words. Do you have any idea where those dealings were taking place?
Yep. It was all there in the boss's notes. Let's see if I can remember.
As I already said, the illegal dealings were due to take place at a gentleman's club. Yes, I remember, but I was hoping to find out the name of the club. That won't be necessary. What? It's conceivable that the club might be used again by the smugglers in future. Therefore, the prosecution has been asked not to reveal the name in these proceedings.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's right here. All I've got to do is read it out. And I could do. I've got this reading game buttoned up now. Can't I show you what I can do? Go on. What's the harm?
The judge hasn't signaled his objection yet. I could try to find out. Let her read! I'm gonna come back to this in like a minute. Am I? No, we're doing it now. This is a closed court. The proceedings are confidential. There shouldn't be any possibility of the information being leaked.
As I explained, there is some possibility of politicians being involved in this affair. The prosecution is rightfully exercising caution, I imagine.
No, my lord. The prosecution has no objection. Kazuma? There's no question that Inspector Gregson was looking into these black market dealings. However, it's not yet been established that he was on that particular trail on the day in question. If the defense requires to know the club's name, the prosecution has no intention of being obstructive.
Right then. I get to show off my reading skills.
I'm so proud of you.
her. Yeah.
No shot. Wait.
Hmm?
Wait a minute. I'm not making that up. That's from Gay Ass. That's from
Oh my
That's
God.
from The Secret Was Too Good.
The secret. You did. What did you say?
that's from the Shamspeare case. Right?
No.
Fuck!
I don't think
Alright,
so.
never mind. Well, because there was the... That's from... Yes, allow it. That's from Gay Ass.
Gay ass and French twink holding hands.
I thought there was a... Alright. Or we could press. That's also a thing we could do. I thought that the grouse was, like... one of the... I don't know. It doesn't matter. The grouse. What sort of a club is that? This club has everything.
I ain't got the foggiest. Clubs ain't exactly my thing.
Did not read that word right. Let's go.
But I am kind of curious.
They're not places where a foreign student like you would be readily admitted. Have you looked in the mirror recently?
I'm gonna throttle him. Does he know that?
I tell you what. Me and Chief Inspector Toby could go in undercover.
Could you?
Gina in drag. Gina in
in
drag.
drag. Gina
Let
in
me,
drag.
Let me in drag. I could do it.
Could you though?
Let me do it. Yeah. I could pick out a good few marks and see what else I could find out while I was in there.
I really don't think you should go picking out anything. Anyway, that's where these black market dealings were gonna take place, is it?
Yeah, it's gotta be. That's what the low-ranking detectives at the yard reckon.
Says the even lower ranking detective. Hold on.
Well, they're not out here testifying.
Yeah, they're not here
I
right
am.
now.
They're not here.
I swear to fuck, dude. Am I going crazy? I might be. Would I even know? Am I right back where I started 14 years ago? Alright, I think I'm just losing my mind. We have so much shit.
A little bit of everything all the time.
Fine. This was a big job and all, but the coppers weren't onto it yet. There were witnesses what saw the Reaper at the place too. Who? Define. Lord Van Zeeks was at the club? He's only 23! He was. Detectives who visited the club yesterday to make inquiries have confirmed it. Several members report having seen the accused being admitted to the room in question as a guest. Looks like there's no disputing that he was there then.
Oh, Juliet. Ren!
Ren, please!
Oh. Well, we know that Lord Van Zeeks was investigating Inspector Gregson, don't we?
Biblically?
Perhaps he'd already discovered the inspector's secret notebook.
Which led him to the club, you mean? Maybe. Presumably, then, there are also eyewitnesses who can testify that Gregson was there? None have been identified at this time. No. So the all-important victim wasn't seen at this mysterious club.
Oi! Why aren't you asking Inspector Lestrade, eh? I'm tired.
Girl, that was so many vowels.
There's
That's
so
all
many
I've got to
vowels.
work with. Gina's not holding back with that ice-cold stare of hers, is she?
I really don't know what to make of all this.
Lord Van Zeeks told us that he was investigating Inspector Gregson, but he never once mentioned that he met the inspector the day before the incident.
You don't think Lord Van Zeeks could have been lying to us, do you?
That's not the only way to explain this.
Oh,
If everything Lord Van Zeeks has told us is true, then there must be a mistake in this testimony somewhere.
you mean there are details we've yet to uncover?
Exactly! A clue, perhaps, even that Gina hasn't noticed. That's what we should be looking for here. I know how a cross-examination works. We're supposed to follow orders and investigate what they're told. I did not miss this. So, you follow orders, do you, Gina?
Nah, not me. I'm above all that, see?
Oh,
The boss always had special orders for me. Grab us some fish and chips, or go and give Toby his grub. That kind of thing.
so errands more than orders, then. This detective is still an apprentice, after all.
She's an intern.
She's an
She's
intern.
an unpaid intern. She is.
Yeah, well, this apprentice ain't one to sit around and wait to be told what to do, even by the boss. That's what I've been doing me own investigation into what happened. I didn't find much at first.
Notebook. A lot of secret meetings on it. I have a gentleman's club called the Grouse. That's just a telegram, baby. Hi, girly. Is there fucking anything about the grouse on here?
There are
Probably not.
details of a whole raft of cases dating back to the years on here, aren't there?
This paper from 10 years ago is browning with age. Look.
Out of interest, the most recent thing appears to be this newspaper cutting here.
Oh. It's the same Red-Headed League advertisement that Mr. Schultz had picked out.
Do you remember? There was a red hairpiece at the scene, too.
Was Inspector Gregson an exponent of the Red-Headed League then? No. This is old dialogue, but shush.
This is old dialogue.
I know. I don't know what to know.
You were very close to it.
We're gonna play this game. Alright. Do you remember the 21st night of September, Mr. Naruto?
Do you remember?
21st night of September. I'm just gonna fucking click on everything like a loser.
You're allowed to say British twink, but not.
Again, we've
French
had
is
this
offensive.
discussion.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. I think about it every time.
Am I like actually stupid? What is? Hold on. Am I even like pressing the right fucking thing?
Yep.
Okay, I would hope so. We're literally gonna be here for 5 minutes. I'm dumb. Hold on. We are not finishing this game. I apologize. I'm dumb as shit. Can't stress enough the reason we're not gonna finish this game is because I'm dumb as hell.
Hey, do you want a hint?
I do, please. I'm stupid.
Go back to the letter of introduction, the blue piece of paper. There's a new piece in Go on the
God
other side.
fucking damn it! It's literally just a telegram.
It's not.
God
Phoenix Kinney.
damn it! I flipped it over. I just didn't read it.
It looks like this is some sort of steamship ticket.
Put it on twice. I'm fucking crying.
The SS Grass, first class cabin.
One. Sorry, I didn't read them. I didn't read
First
them.
class cabin. One.
Yokohama departure. The 11th of September, London arrival, 1st of November.
Oh, that's the boat that Professor Mikotaba and Judge Jigoku came on from Japan, isn't it? It's just a telegram. Fuck you! It's just a receipt.
You verbally said it's just a telegram twice.
You did.
It's not a telegram.
It looks! I was thinking like telegram wire line, not the
No.
literal boat I'm looking at. Okay.
It is
I
a
literally
handwritten
saw
note on
one
the back
trip
of the
and I was
ticket.
like, huh, that's weird. Anyway.
Yes, I think it called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France for a night before finally arriving in Dover.
Now's a good time to catch everybody else up with the thing that I've learned, which is if you don't drink water for at least a month, you actually get dumber. We've discovered this, and by we I mean me. I have not drunk water in a month, at least.
Please drink water.
I'm working on it. To think it's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Beria. Seems a shame not to keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think?
Yes, I agree. I have mine safely in my diary.
And I keep mine in my wallet, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, well, how strange. Where could it have gone?
Oh, you like this on purpose, Mr. Naruhodo.
I hate being a Naruhodo, Kenny. Did I imagine it, or was that comment accompanied by a little sigh?
She says that, are you like this on purpose for like multiple lines of dialogue?
It's so great. I've read about these clubs that exist here in... Ow. Ow. I've read about these clubs that exist here in Britain. As I understand it, they are places where well-to-do gentlemen socialize with friends and colleagues. Don't imagine for a second that a foreign student like you would be admitted. Seriously, is your mirror cracked or something? Do we know for sure that the contraband dealings were definitely happening at a club called the Grouse? The police are currently looking for evidence, but haven't found anything definitive yet. And I'm sorry to say that they probably won't. What do you mean by that? I mean, that the place Inspector Gregson was secretly going to visit on the 31st of October may not have been a gentleman's club at all.
You're showing a very irreverent attitude towards our country's police force there, Counsel.
I know.
If it wasn't a gentleman's club, then what was it?
Hi, Nav. Thank you, water.
Heine. Water.
Thank you now.
Just treat me like a goddamn Tamagotchi.
This too is Genshin Impact or something.
Tamagotchi, not gotcha. Thank you, water. Jesus Christ.
Water bit was.
I see you, Jupiter. A steamship. You think it's a ship? I have the evidence to prove it. Here.
Let me see that. This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy.
Oh, the other side, my lord.
Be more specific next time.
Fuck you. The back of the back. The front.
Or
The back of the back. The
The
front.
back of the back.
Ah, this would appear to be a ticket for passage upon a steamship, yes. The SS Grouse.
Objection!
Hey. So there's a steamship named the Grouse that happens to share a name with the club. But I'm afraid to say there's a flaw in your logic there. How? Look at the ticket. Notice the date of arrival in port.
The ship arrived at the port of Dover on the 1st of November. Ah!
The day on which the sound like a gunshot was heard on Fresno Street. In other words, hold my hand. On the day in question here, 31st of October, when the victim was on his clandestine mission, that ship hadn't yet docked on British shores.
That would certainly make an undercover investigation somewhat challenging.
Objection!
No. The fact that the steamship hadn't yet reached Britain substantiates the defense's assertion that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on the day in question. Then show your evidence for that assertion. Very well.
In that case, counsel for the defense, present your evidence to the court now. Evidence that substantiates your claim that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on the 31st of October.
The box has a ticket in it. I don't know if we have to investigate it again.
They might make you do it again.
That's why we're doing it, to be because I'm gonna present the box and they're gonna be like, you dipshit. I'm gonna present it
They're
again.
like,
It's gonna
nothing's
be
in the
like,
box.
Nothing's in there. Don't be fucking stupid.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to do it again.
Look, there's something inside. It's a fucking ticket.
Oh, let's see. It appears to be a passport authorizing him to travel
Inspector
overseas.
Gregson about to go on a trip abroad then. That's the dude.
Perhaps the date of departure might tell us something.
What?
Oh. Here's for travel and Halloween.
Holy
Won't do
shit!
for the instant.
Whoa!
Take that!
It's proven by this evidence here.
Bro?
Yeah. No, don't
What?
fucking... Oh my god, is it a separate fucking piece of evidence? Is the passport separate? Is the passport separate?
Is it? Oh, it totally is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn it. We're not fucking... Alright, we get it. You're a bitch. The proof is in the pudding?
Proof is in the pudding.
Those three equally nonsensical statements wasted 15 seconds of the court's time. You will accordingly suffer 15 seconds worth of penalty, counsel.
Ah! It hurts when you do it! Jesus! I need to work on picking a more succinct turn of phrase.
I think you might need to work on picking a more appropriate piece of evidence first.
Hey Cosmo, you want to get in on roasting me too? All the time, but I was just kind of let this one pass.
I take it from your expression that you intend to risk further penalty.
All right, I got it. I presented the right thing. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Take that!
There we go.
What's this? A passport for travel issued to the victim? Dated the 31st of October? What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that just one day before the inspector's body was discovered, there's a distinct possibility he wasn't even in the country. Ugh.
Order! Order! This document is for passage to France. It does appear to have been officially authorized.
The day before the SS Grouse arrived at Dover, it docked on the northern coast of France for a night.
According to my father, who was on board at the port of Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, France. What could possibly have taken the victim there?
I'm impressed, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I certainly didn't expect you to get your hands on that passport.
I'm gonna throttle him, does he know that?
What? You mean you knew about this? The prosecution's strategy for this trial has been laid down by the Crown Prosecution Office. On the day before the incident, the victim was investigating contraband dealings at a London club. That's the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigations and the line the prosecution has been asked to follow. But personally, I don't agree. I think the prosecutor's office is trying to hide something. What? Oh, shit! Good to know that bot doesn't work. Oh, I know why that bot doesn't work. Let me fix that. And now that you've expertly disproven their assertion, I intend to reveal what I believe that something to be.
Someone donated something.
Hold on, let me fix it. Fuck. I'm on a different window. Why are you going? Stop!
Oh god.
Everyone just stop!
Oh lord.
Strong Heartline.
Okay. What are you playing at, Prosecutor Soki?
A courtroom is a forum for the truth, my lord. Which is why it's my duty to present all the facts, without exception.
Let me guess. This was your intention from the outset, wasn't it?
The reason Inspector Gregson secretly made his way to the steamship docked in France on the day in question was to carry out a mission for the Reaper. Harebrain. No, Harebrain went back to Germany. We're fine. The Reaper? Harebrain went back to Germany, right?
Yeah, he's in Germany.
Okay, so it wasn't a... Okay.
Order! Order! What on earth are you saying, Counsel?
Sorry, I was trying to time it with the smashing and I didn't cut you off.
You're... No. The prosecution has made an assertion... No, what? The prosecution made an assertion in court yesterday. Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper. When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. as I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand. But in reality, the truth is the opposite of that. What? Inspector Gregson wasn't investigating the Reaper at all. He was, in fact, acting for the Reaper. So, you're saying the mission he was undertaking was, obviously, an assassination? Baruch Van Zieks never carried out any of the actual killings. Whenever the Reaper's victims lost their lives, he always had a cast iron alibi. Which tells us that he must have had an accomplice.
And you claim that was Inspector Gregson?
Hold it!
What the hell do you think you're saying, eh? My boss would never have done nothing like that.
And yet, when you consider all the facts, it all makes perfect sense.
No, it can't be.
We also arrived at the same conclusion, didn't we? That Inspector Gregson was operating as the Reaper.
Even so, there's no way that the person giving him his orders was Lord Van Zieks. No, the true Reaper is somebody else. Baruch Van Zieks is not the Reaper. Hold on. I'm gonna assume that saved. A predictable response from someone who's advocating for the man. And even if it's true that Gregson was operating as an agent of the Reaper, the suggestion that he went aboard the SS Grouse on an assassination mission doesn't follow at all.
Oh? You have some solid reason for doubting the assertion, do you, Counsel?
Absolutely. It's very simple. On the day in question, nobody was killed aboard that steamship. Professor Mikotoba and Judge Jigoku were on that very ship. If someone had been assassinated, I'm certain we would have heard about it. What's so funny? You're right, of course. No suspicious deaths were reported on board the ship. But I think perhaps you've missed the point. That's precisely why Inspector Gregson himself lost his life. What? Gregson did board the SS Grouse that night with the intention of dispatching his mark. But his mission ended in failure. Failure? It seems that the defense hasn't yet grasped a very important detail here. What are you talking about? What detail? Inspector Gina Lestrade.
What?
The victim's notebook that you read an excerpt from earlier. That doesn't contain details of secret investigations at all. It describes 10 years of assassination plots to be carried out by the Reaper of the Bailey.
You're lying! Even if all them bludgeons what got taken out had it coming. The boss weren't the Reaper!
I thought I was muted. Oh, Gina.
There's no question that Tobias Gregson was heavily involved in the Reaper's activities. You may just be an apprentice, but if you spent any time at Scotland Yard, you must have heard the rumours.
I ain't heard nothing! And I don't believe a word of it!
Then testify again, as a representative of Scotland Yard. Consider it your chance to defend your boss.
I don't...
I concur. The witness will give a new formal testimony.
Okay, the coffee bot should be fixed.
Yay. Miss Lestrade, you will tell the... I didn't...
Sorry,
oh,
again,
you
wrong
will
window.
tell the court...
I was trying to catch up on chat.
It's fine. Miss Lestrade, you will tell the court everything you know about Inspector Gregson's secret notebook.
Oh, it's a test to make sure the bot fucking works now. That'd be fun. I'm so subtle.
Yeah, this notebook does have a load of stuff about what the Reaper got up to these past 10 years. Names of victims, dates and places and stuff. And the last entry in there was the 31st of October. It said grouse for the place on that date, and then the name of the mark. There was a note about him being a criminal what got away from the Reaper in court 10 years ago or something. But honest, the boss didn't do none of it. He was just investigating the Reaper, that's all.
Keep personal opinion out of your testimony, witness. We require only established fact here.
This must be so hard for her. You can't deny it now, surely. Rinosuke Naruhodo. What can't I deny? The notebook contained the name of the final mark and the location where the assassination would take place. That's information that the victim could only have known if he was working with the Reaper. Ah!
This is what I get for trying to take a bite of bagel. So, who was to be this final mark?
Go ahead, Inspector Lestrade. Read the name for the court. The name that's written alongside the entry that mentions the grouse on the 31st of October.
How do you read this then?
It's the pengu. Well, now I'm not doing it. Reading's still not her strong suit.
That ain't the problem, alright, Odo? It's a funny name. It ain't English. It's hard to read.
So it's someone from overseas?
Let me have a bash at it. Hero? Is it? Yeah, Seishiro. Okay, you maybe?
What? It can't be. Seishiro Jigoku?
But that's Judge Jigoku.
Seishiro Jigoku. Certainly not an English name. You're right.
Objection!
It is! But that can't be right! I know Judge Jigoku, and I saw him the day before yesterday, here in London. So I know for a fact that the man hasn't been assassinated. That's the point, you dumb motherfucker! As I said, the Reaper failed. Oh. Gregson missed his chance to kill his mark and returned to British shores. But the Reaper wouldn't tolerate the mistake. So he killed the inspector. Personally. The Reaper, of course, being the accused. Baroque Van Zeeks.
It's an undeniably logical argument.
It was Strongheart. I still have no direct evidence for this, apart from... What was it? Like, the gun is the same make and model that, like, all members of the judiciary have. I'm standing by this. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like that you're the...
What the fuck did I do? What did I do to you?
You became the judge of this case, so we couldn't, like, implicate you.
For fun.
This is fun for you?
Can a girl not have fun?
Jesus Christ, I'm
waiting
sorry,
for
you're right.
Like Cindy Lauper said.
My favorite singer, Cyndi Lauper.
As
she's my
famed
second-
artist, as famed artist Cyndi Lauper said, girls just want to have fun.
It's terrible.
God forbid women do
Jolliness.
God forbid. Cosmo.
God forbid women do anything.
You planned for the trial to go this way all along, didn't you?
Hold it!
Female
Strongheart.
Okay, hi!
Queen.
Hi!
Hi.
Hello!
Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice while I stand accused of murder.
Oh, Lord.
He's so funny.
Lord Van Zeeks! The accused has no right to speak uninvited in court. You will return to the dock.
I say nothing of whether or not I'm the Reaper. That's the task of this court to decide.
Ooh, my earbud.
I heard that. What was that?
It fell onto the floor.
Oh.
Like, out of my ear.
But there is one thing I can say unequivocally.
What a woman.
Woo!
That girl is no detective.
What? Nah, that's right. I ain't. I'm an inspector.
Repeating rumors heard around the yard. Reading entries from a notebook of unconfirmed origin. That's not testimony. It's practically a script. No doubt the rest of this trial will go exactly as you've clearly planned. Your hatred of me is understandable.
Not to mention one-sided.
My brain filled that in also.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
In your mind, I'm sure I am the Reaper, who sent your father to the gallows all those years ago. But you're in danger of becoming a far more sinister Reaper yourself. By attempting to have me condemned with this feeble excuse for testimony.
What did you say?
Mr. Naruhodo, this is our chance.
While they're having a cat fight, present some evidence. My lord, the defense requests that the defendant be allowed to speak. Let him cook. He may be privy to important information relating to the testimony just given by the witness.
Very well. I'll make an exception and grant the request.
Dog, how is that unicorn face not fucked up?
The defendant may remain in the witness stand for the cross-examination.
Like, that face should be blunt.
It's really
Then allow...
strong.
Then allow me to toast the court's impartiality.
It was a gift from Santa Claus. It's magical.
Because I was a good
Don't
boy.
raise your glass in my direction, sir. I'm a good boy. Counsel for the defense. Begin the cross-examination immediately.
It's like Adrian's glasses. He just has several identical unicorn canes. Dents in every nose. Dents their noses on every strike. At once, my lord. That's my point. That face should be fucked up.
He's got someone like behind the bench whose job is
Like
just to hand
refeeding him, like replacing
Yeah.
the head.
Yeah.
There's a victim, states and places and stuff. And that's searching there was the
Dentists, when they dent their noses every single strike.
Yeah, okay.
Dentists, their noses every single
Denters,
strike
when
you leave.
you hit.
Denters when you hit.
There was a note about him being a criminal that got away from the Reaper in court 10 years ago or something.
Hold it!
What do you mean a criminal? Judge Jigoku is no criminal!
Well, don't ask me. I don't know nothing about
Do you remember what Father told us?
That he knocked up a white woman.
Not that part.
Then no!
That Judge Jigoku did once appear in court here in Britain. It was related to the Professor case, I'm sure.
Yes, of course! You're right!
Ren! Ren gets to talk!
Ren.
Seishiro was trying to mitigate Genshin's guilt, so he took to the stand to testify. But he got a little carried away and, actually managed to break the witness stand. He also said some contemptuous words about the British Empire, for which he was charged.
God. Oh, jeez. I only saw the ...
It was a pitiful situation, yes. I'd forgotten all about it. But I prosecuted that trial too, as it happens.
You did?
It was considered to be an adjunct to the Professor proceedings, you see.
His crime was insulting the British Empire.
Wait, it wasn't
not
even the
breaking
stand?
But he was acquitted after being told to make reparation for the damage caused to the stand.
And there you have it.
Have what?
Surely the accused hasn't forgotten his own rule. That there's no saving anyone who faces the Reaper in court, guilty or innocent alike. No! Are you suggesting that the reason Judge Jigoku was targeted for assassination... The man was sent back to Japan immediately after that trial. The Reaper had no time to do his work. But then, 10 years later, the mark returns to Britain once more. Perhaps now you start to see just how vindictive the Reaper is. Vindictive. Vindictive is not a word. Come on, that's absurd!
It can be.
We're not going to talk about it. Come on, that's absurd. To take someone's life for that? Isn't the whole premise of the Reaper absurd? Killing those who have been found innocent. Clearly the rules by which the man operates are beyond a sane person's comprehension. But...
I fully have just not processed that Cosmo just calls him insane there.
Yeah. You're fucking crazy! I'm not even the Reaper. I don't care. I'm using you as an emotional punching bag. No, shit! Shit, I don't care. So that's what we have to work with.
It
Yeah,
won't
I
help
know.
us that Lord Pansy. Oh, you already said that. Never mind.
I got it. I know, I love you. Did you notice how Cosmo-san reacted to Lord Vince's when he called him an even more sinister Reaper, you mean? I'm sure Cosmo intends to eliminate any shred of doubt that the man is guilty. He's looking for revenge against the person he considers to be his father's killer, after all.
I too worry that if we fail to find a discrepancy in this testimony somewhere, the trial may end and adjudication won't go in our favor. Let's listen carefully again to what everybody's saying.
Stuff that the Reaper got up to these past 10 years. Names of victims dated place the last entry there was the 1st of October.
Hold it!
We gotta get reactions, names of victims, dates, places, and stuff. What in particular?
Well, besides the victims' names, this other name kept cropping up.
What other name was that?
It's what I told you yesterday. The same name written over and over again.
You mean Asa Shin?
Yeah, that's the one. She's a friend of yours or something? Isn't she? Isn't she? I said that weird. I didn't know where the sentence was going.
Were you even listening yesterday?
Stupid.
Asa Shin. The assassin.
Whoa!
What? Like, a killer, you mean?
The killer then delivered the bear.
The killer then delivered the bear.
Gregson was the tactician, the one who came up with the plan of attack.
That's a fucking stupid name.
He investigated the marks thoroughly, finding out when they would be vulnerable, and who to use to get at them.
But the person actually executing his plans was someone else, you're saying? If that's true, then the Reaper does indeed start to sound like an organized group of vigilantes.
Then perhaps what it said on the passport document. Permission for the applicant and one additional person to travel. Could that additional person have been clearly the assassin who was meant to take Seishiro Jigoku's life? Fuck. Gina, can you confirm that? Against the final entry that listed Grouse and Seishiro Jigoku, what name was written?
Oh, well, that's the only entry that didn't have a name next to it, as it happens.
Fuck!
It just had like a question mark or something there, I think. In other words, hold my hand. Gregson himself didn't know the identity of the assassin in that case.
But Gregson was the one making the plans, was he not?
Oh, how infuriating.
A nameless assassin? Which I think we pressed, and that's how we got Jigoku. Didn't do any of that. So it does have a load of stuff about what the Reaper got up to these past 10 years. Hit me!
Hold it!
In other words, hold my hand. It shows that Gregson was basically acting as the Reaper.
Not you and all! That ain't the only explanation, is it? He could have been investigating the Reaper in secret, and that notebook said what he found out. I can't read today. Good lord.
Better than me.
If I may.
No.
Oh, okay.
Fuck me.
When originally people began referring to me as the Reaper, I didn't object. I believed the power to intimidate London's criminal classes into compliance with the law to be beneficial.
Gina can't read today.
Kidding me.
Oh.
But you carried out your own investigations into the true identity of the Reaper, didn't you?
Yes, and those investigations proved conclusively that Gregson was one arm of the Reaper.
One arm? What are you on about?
The Reaper's victims were all extremely shrewd criminals at the top of their game. There's simply no way one person could have taken them on alone. The Reaper is an organization.
With you at its head.
Do you see how that's another sentence? Do you see how you made that up?
My source is I made it the fuck up.
I had spies at the yard keeping me abreast of Gregson's movements, letting me know when he was elsewhere. So I'd been able to check the most recent entry in his book. I knew the location.
You knew it said grouse?
Believing it to be believing it to be a reference to the Gentleman's Club, I went there on the day in question to investigate, alone.
Ah, so that explains why several members of the club claim to have seen you there.
But of course the inspector was not there.
Because at the time, he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. As shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. Very well then. Back to your testimony about the contents of this notebook.
Fine.
Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? You seemed a little shocked by something a moment ago.
Oh, no, it's alright. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? Ryunosuke, it's been 10 months. I assure you at this point, you're not overthinking it. I don't know what you're thinking, but I know you're not overthinking it. Hold on. It was, okay. Okay. It was while Baroque was at the Gentleman's Club on the 31st. No. Who? Gregson was getting on the boat in France. And this is weird for some reason. Because he should have been, he should have been dead by then. No, well, we're getting, right? No, well, hold on. Hold on.
Did we press everything?
I think there's one that I wasn't sure if I'd pressed already or not. Because I pressed this.
Yeah.
Definitely pressed that. This is the one I'm not sure we pressed, I think. Because there was a note button being... Oh, no, we didn't do this. Hold on.
Hold it!
So you have complete faith that Inspector Gregson is innocent in all of this?
Of course I do! I mean... I own that, don't I? Because he's the only one who had faith in me.
Gina.
The boss promised me, he did. He promised me that even though I was just a diver, he could turn me into a top-notch detective. A cove with a good art like that ain't gonna go and rob people of their futures, is he?
Every single person killed by the Reaper was a criminal of the First Order. Lowlifes like that had no compunction about robbing hundreds of others of their futures. Their ludicrous acquittals in court to, give them the freedom to make hundreds more suffer.
I don't...
So what? You justified your actions because you were protecting innocent people's futures.
I'm not suggesting that the Reaper's methods are justified at all. But life isn't black and white. That's all I'm saying. The Reaper is very cringe, but sometimes we must admit that they are kind of based.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I would go
Working
check
on
that
it.
other one that you're not sure about.
I'm gonna check that real too. I'm gonna check that real quick too.
Hold it!
And you're saying that the mark listed was Seishiro Jigoku?
That's what I said. Funny name, if you ask me. And I thought your name was odd.
So pleased to have lost my crown there. Mr. Jigoku is the presiding judge of Japan's Supreme Court of Judicature.
I remember the man. He came to our country as a visiting student 16 years ago.
It's totally judicature. I'm committing.
Studying international law and diplomacy under your tutelage, Lord Strongheart.
That bearded young fellow was a very able man, I must say.
That's a sentence.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. So,
My god.
Your Honor, my lord, how do you know that? My lord.
Don't worry about it.
My lord, I will do nothing but worry about Susano's like, I've learned that my father was fucking Mr. Sholmes. Now I have to learn that Judge Jigoku was fucking Mr. Strongheart. Fuck. So Lord Strongheart was Judge Jigoku's mentor.
If I'm not mistaken, he returned to Japan 10 years ago now.
10 years ago, after that fateful case. And also him breaking the stand.
And also, yeah.
Precisely. In the aftermath of the Professor case, his repatriation was organized immediately. It's a mystery why such a man would be listed in the inspector's notebook. I didn't think it was possible, but the mood in here's got even worse now. Maybe I'll just keep talking.
Sorry.
I'm interrupting myself, right? I've had just about enough of this.
Gina?
All this nonsense about the boss planning to kill people. It's cobblers. Come on, Odo.
Yes?
Why ain't you saying nothing? Why ain't you yelling out objection or something?
What?
You gotta find a flaw. You do usually. Someone's lying here, no question. You gotta work out who it is. Please. For the boss. That outburst was an insult to the court and to your own testimony, which you interrupted.
It was incredible. How'd you do that?
I might have known that a common pickpocket from the back slums couldn't make a detective.
Stream lag is making me send my messages at thematically inappropriate times.
When
I'm
this
sorry, I don't know
trial
what
is
the problem
over,
is.
when this trial is over, you will forfeit your warrant card, Miss Lestrade. Is that clear? I've had it with a lot of ya! It's lies every bleeding place you look in this world, in it? Well, I've had enough!
Gina.
So have I. After that little speech of Gina's, I've made up my mind.
To do what, Mr. Naruhodo?
I'm gonna throttle Kazuma. But about the trial, I have no idea. There was one point in this cross-examination when something that was said just didn't sit right with me. One statement that seemed odd.
Oh, do you mean...
I'm not gonna let Gina's plea for help fall on deaf ears. Bum bada bum. Throttling. I'm trying. I mean, it was this.
I think
statement.
it does make you.
Oh,
I think it
press
makes you
the last
press
one
that
again?
last one too.
Alright, that's
Yeah,
fair.
Hold it!
I'm not certain, but
I want to thank you, Gina. You helped me find my resolve. We can end the game now. We did it. I got there.
It really was our.
It really was our
Attorney
greatest
pretty
Resolve.
resolve.
What do you mean? Amongst everything we've heard during this cross-examination, there's one thing that defies explanation. One inconsistency.
What? An inconsistency? Really, Odo?
I don't quite know what it means yet, but Yes, there's an inconsistency in something that was said by... Fuck! Oh my god. No. It was you or Kazuma. Someone said it. Fuck! I feel like pointing the finger at Kazuma will be either funny or correct. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. It was Kazuma, wasn't it? It had to have been. It had to have been. I'm making that... Girl, I forgot you were here. Because you made the point. He made the point.
Mm-hmm. Take that!
By you, Kazuma Asogi. Me.
Is this some attempt at filibustering, Counsel? Prosecutor Asogi has given no testimony.
What are you suggesting I said that was inconsistent? You let something slip that you shouldn't have. When I presented the relevant piece of evidence, when I present the relevant piece of evidence, I imagine you'll realize what you've done.
Well then, Counsel, go ahead. What evidence reveals this alleged inconsistency in something Prosecutor Asogi has said?
I'm gonna tell you where my brain is at.
Yay.
Okay, so I want to say that it is, so the point that was made was that while Van Zeeks was at the Gentleman's Club on the 31st of October, Gregson was boarding the ship in Paris.
Huh.
Yeah.
Or in Dunkirk,
Yeah.
whatever, in France. I want to present the pocket watch, but I think that is going too far forward.
Yeah, there's a simpler inconsistency.
Is it just the passport?
No, but you're close. We do need to also look at another piece of evidence.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
A bit more.
Hold on. Shut up. Let me fucking open it. Fucking bastard. Let me fucking open it. Well, I suppose we should see what this inspector's identification looks like inside. And it'll be like, oh, it's all normal. But let me look at it again, just to fucking double check. The Scotland Yard insignia looks genuine to me.
It's all normal.
Good job! Good talk. Okay. Hold on. If you could see me, you could see I'm going as physically big brain as I can. Hold on. It's not this. This is just a very pretty picture. Right? No! Wait! This was... Hold on. When was this photo taken? November 1st?
Shit, I don't remember. I
Probably
think
November
so.
1st, because it was before we knew Gregson was dead. So I'm assuming this was like November 1st when they got here.
Yeah, this was we took it the day that they got to Britain.
Can I pull the ears yet? Okay.
No, not yet.
just always click on that fucking thing because it's always wrong.
I promise it's not that again.
Okay. I'm trying to think what we haven't looked at.
It's something we have looked at. We just need to look at it a bit closer.
Oh. Okay. Look at this dark stain here. Do you think it's blood? Yeah. Good talk.
Yes, I'm afraid so. I think it's blood.
I knew you were gonna say that because we've had this conversation before.
There's Inspector Gregson was killed. There's no logical
I
conclusion.
think Juna's been carrying this around with her. Suppose it does look like a grease stain from the fish and chips. Okay. Why is it scratched? Have you seen this
Why
huge
is it
gash
scratched?
Why is it scratched? Have you seen this huge fucking gash? It's gone right through the leather and into the metal behind.
Gosh, for a metal chest like this to have been so badly damaged. Whatever made the gash must have struck the side of the trunk with considerable force.
I wonder how it happened.
I think you can also look at the, like, that gash from the inside of the box.
Oh, please, pretty please. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think so hard, I promise.
It is a very blink and you miss it inconsistency.
So if I can, like... Ah, it's the coin. I see. This is a coin situation where it's like... I didn't even see it. Do you see that? There's something stuck in the side of the trunk there. It's glinting. Did you say glint? No, I said glint. Shut the fuck up.
God, I wish. It looks like a fragment of metal of some sort. But it's wedged in so tightly I can't remove it.
Well, don't cut yourself. You better leave it, I think. Oh, shit. Alright. Hold on. Hold
You
on!
have examined all things on this.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Trying to think how that could be relevant.
You want a hint?
Yeah.
You have any guess as to what that metal shard might be?
Like part of a sword was my first guess. The other guess is part of the casing of a bullet. Other guess include those are my two.
Those are some pretty good guesses.
I want to say like I mean it looks like the tip of a sword. Or like a knife or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I mean, I got that. I'm trying to figure out how that's like, because the only thing that caught his attention was just that he was getting on the boat at the same time. As we all know, knives only exist in London. I mean, I'll present it. I'm getting enough, don't worry about it, to just present it. Fine, you win, chat.
Take that!
If you don't catch it, it's really hard to backtrack it, but...
Yeah.
I have no idea. My brain caught onto the wrong part. This is a trunk that belonged to Inspector Gregson.
A metal construction, is it? And certainly very heavy. What's this?
wait. No.
A blood stain. And a relatively fresh one, too.
He'll get there, don't worry.
Okay. I was like, I just got an idea, but I don't know if it is even true.
What's your idea?
No, it was like, it's something about the... Like, this factors into the shattering of the pocket watch somehow, but I don't think it does.
Ah.
What? You mean that ain't grease from all the boss's fish and chips?
Fresh blood on the inspector's trunk. That suggests that the victim was traveling with that luggage when he was killed.
Yeah.
That can't be. There was no mention of any trunk in Scotland Yard's report.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Immediately after the inspector's body was discovered, one of the street peddlers made off with the trunk, hoping to sell it.
But I found it. Me, with me nose for trouble.
Which means that nobody should have known anything about the trunk. Unless, of course, we're talking about somebody who was present when the victim was killed. And yet, during the cross-examination of the witness just now, you said this, Cosmo. Because at the time, he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France, as shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. So the question is, how did you know about the inspector's trunk? You know the man went on a trip to France. Where else would he have put his passport?
Objection.
But you knew it was a metal trunk. Answer me honestly, Kazuma. On the 31st of October, where exactly were you? At the port of Dunkirk, on board the SS Grouse. Is that the answer you're looking for, Ryunosuke? Kazuma! What did you... I hadn't considered the possibility before, but... If Kazuma was there on the ship, then it can only have been for one purpose.
No, Mr. Naruto. Surely you don't think...
Come on, Ryunosuke. You know the rules. The only thing that really talks in the courtroom is hard evidence. As I understand it, Inspector Gregson always took that case with him when he traveled. So as it stands, you've proved nothing. Kazuma. The trout population will be affected!
The trout population will be affected.
Are you challenging me to prove it, beyond all reasonable doubt? That you were there that day, in the same place as the inspector?
He was there. With Gregson.
There's a clue that you've overlooked. A secret that trunk can tell us. I can't be sure at this point. I'll need to verify it. I have a nasty feeling that I'm gonna be right.
Every time I try to take a bite of fucking bagel.
It's the judge's curse. Always
The
mentioned.
judge's curse. The accusation being made is deeply disturbing, but nevertheless, we must test it. The defense will identify for the court where in the trunk this alleged clue is to be found.
Babe, show me your sword. Which one? 1, 2, or 3? Don't distract me right now. Man, if it's Karuma that's chipped, that's fucked, dude. If it's the other one, that's fine, but if it's Karuma for some fucking reason, that's fucking crazy.
Got it!
There's a small piece of metal lodged in the wall of the trunk here. Like the tip of a blade.
A blade?
Kazuma, slung around your waist as ever today, is the esteemed blade Karuma. Of course it is. Won't you draw it? Here in this courtroom? For all to see? In front of God and everybody?
Exercise caution, my learned friend. That man is the son of London's most notorious killer.
Yeah, well, he's my boyfriend, so...
Bailiff, watch Prosecutor Sogi like a hawk.
Another bird. Not my favorite bird, but another bird.
A bird, at least.
That won't be necessary. Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh no.
The tip is broken. If the fragment of metal from the trunk fits together with the end of the sword, the question of who was there with Inspector Gregson will be answered. Agreed, Kazuma Asogi. Oh no! Karuma! It's broken! Agreed, Kazuma Asogi. Expertly done, Ryunosuke. And that's a point to you, and well deserved.
Do you mean to tell the court, Prosecutor Asogi?
Yes. On the 31st of October, I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk in order to carry out a mission. So the additional person authorized to travel was me.
And the mission was?
Thank you, Kume, I tried. The assassination of the Mark. What?! You mean you're the killer whose name was omitted from this notebook? You were following the Reaper's orders to dispatch Judge Jigoku? Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I have killed no one.
Explain.
I accepted the assassination mission, yes, and I accompanied Gregson to Dunkirk. But I never had any intention of carrying out the plan. You were never gonna do it?
We can believe Kazuma-sama, I'm sure. After all, Judge Jigoku arrived safely in London the following day.
On the 31st, I boarded a train from London with Inspector Gregson. We travelled to Dover, from where we crossed the channel to Dunkirk. Then we boarded the SS Grouse and made for the cabin deck, as indicated in the plan.
You went to Judge Jigoku's cabin?
By Jupiter, exactly. He wasn't there, though. We decided to wait, but you've already told us you had no intention of going through with it anyway. I didn't come to Great Britain to take anyone's life. So I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. I spent that night at a boarding house in the town and returned to England the following morning. A boarding house? In Dunkirk? My signature will be in the register book. It would be simple enough to verify.
Then what became of Jigoku?
Gregson was no assassin, so the Mark was spared. I'm sure it's easy enough to imagine what happened after that. Run! Gregson returned to England as well, having failed to complete the mission. He met with the Reaper in that room on Fresno Street to report the failure, causing the infuriated mastermind to pull the trigger. Damn it. I thought we were gonna have a conversation, I'm sorry. And
You thought wrong.
I know, I do that a lot, and ended his wretched agent's life. That's the real truth behind Inspector Gregson's murder.
Objection!
No, the fuck it's not!
But if you did nothing as you claim, how did the tip of your sword come to be lodged in the inspector's trunk?
That's a sentence I had to read.
Yeah? I don't need to answer that. The victim was killed by a gunshot. A small fragment of a Japanese blade isn't relevant to the case. And accordingly, I choose to exercise my right to silence on that matter.
Be that as it may, the court will sequester the sword as evidence.
No! Okay. As you wish, my lord. The great sword, Karuma. God damn.
We must take immediate action now. To verify whether Seishiro Jigoku remains unharmed.
What? Remains unharmed? I agree. That should be our first priority. It's recently come to my attention that he hasn't been seen since yesterday. How did you... When a foreign dignitary invited to Great Britain goes missing for 24 hours, it's only natural that the question of his safety should arise. You don't mean to say that you think Judge Jigoku may have been killed? The Reaper has more than one assassin at his disposal. And he has the power and influence to give orders from the inside of a prison cell. Isn't that right, Lord Van Zieks?
If I were truly the Reaper, I'd be able to tell you.
Order! Order in the court! Order!
Last piece of your culture, and now it's there documented in an unfeeling English tongue, and it's all your fault. How you feeling, Kazuma?
Well, I'm so
We
normal.
will take an emergency recess for 30 minutes.
Now?
Guests of the symposium have been told to maintain regular contact with the organizer's office. Forensics Con is very organized. If the man can't be located within half an hour, we will have to assume the worst.
No, not Judge Jigoku.
Someone go search the ball pit. No one would want to kill a harmless Japanese man who'd only just arrived in the country. Except, that is, the most racist motherfucker I've ever met in my life, Lord Van Zieks, for the Reaper wanting to finish off a mark that slipped through the net 10 years ago.
I would have to agree. Mr. Naruhodo, for the defense's sake,
My lord?
I sincerely hope we are successful. If we're unable to confirm Mr. Jigoku's healthy existence in the next 30 minutes, you will face grave difficulties. Court is adjourned for 30 minutes.
I think I just need to get a new fucking Ethernet cable. I think that's the fucking problem.
Kazuma-sama, the Reaper's assassin. I feel as though I'm in a nightmare.
I can hardly believe it either. But on the other hand, Kazuma isn't in the habit of making up stories.
I have such a terrible sense of foreboding. If something awful has happened to Judge Jigoku, then I feel as though things will only spiral further and further out of control.
I felt it from the moment I stepped into the courthouse this morning. That strange sensation that we were careering towards a foregone conclusion. Well, in the worst case, we might only have 30 minutes left. Unfortunately, though, I don't think there's anything we can do but wait now. We're out of options.
Actually, there may be one last hand we can play.
We're out of evidence, but we're not out of options, Mr. Naruhodo.
We are not out of options. Or rather, one last ear.
Of course! The little Mr. Scholz doll that Iris gave us. Remember that from like 2 hours ago?
If for some reason you completely then just pull this little Harley's ears as hard as you can.
Perhaps. Sorry, I'm just.
I love Iris.
I didn't think we were
It's fine.
I'm sorry. I love you.
No.
Perhaps now is the time.
Silencing women again, I see.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
It's fine.
Wait. Do we still have access to the button? Do we still have access to the button? Do we still have access to the button?
God forbid women do anything.
Perhaps now is the time. What do you think, Chunosuke? Oh, I love that even he's just calling it Hairly now. So cute.
Barely.
This feels like drinking like a health potion before the final boss fight, where you're still like, but there might be a bigger emergency.
I'm gonna be right back. I'll be like 2 seconds. This is
All right.
terrible time.
I'm gonna wait. I'm also gonna be right back for 2 seconds. Run, MJ.
Oh, is it just... Okay. Hi, Ren.
Hi. What's up?
How are little voices in your computer doing?
They're doing great. I'm about to send something really cursed to you.
Excellent.
And Julian. And Kate.
Excellent.
We're eepy sleepy, chat. Chat, how are you doing?
What's up, chat?
What's up, chat? Oh. That's really good. So true, Ghostwire is so real. That's his soul. That's his soul. Ugh. This game is really good.
This game is very good. No, Banui. The bounty.
This too can be alien stage.
This too. What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think about the Von Karma thing very much.
Oh, me too.
So much.
It's
I made a
tasty.
I made a family tree.
The family tree.
I just have an idea in my brain of Genshin Nasogi's student being fucking Manfred's ancestor. Crazy.
God.
you sent.
Run!
Oh.
I've been playing with the little guys on my computer.
I can't listen to it.
I know you can't. It's funny.
You're so mean.
I know.
I've been having fun with the little guys as well. They make me happy. Hey, Ren, you should get Synthby.
Yeah, I have it on my computer. I just have to figure out how it works first so I can actually use it.
It's Vocaloid, but 20 times easier.
Oh, well. Yeah, I guess I'll probably know how to use it then without.
For reference, I think I just started clicking things in Synthby, and I figured out how to use it in Vocaloid. I had to actually read the manual. Do 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 do.
Oh no.
Run!
It's gonna be really funny once you can actually listen to that.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Do, 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 do.
Hi, baby girls.
Hello.
Hello.
This time I'm really gonna do it.
Yay!
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's me.
Good luck, Mr. Naruhodo.
I have more water. No looking back. Ow!
That scream sounded like Mr. Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes? Where are you? Hey, my dear fellow! Hey! It's the felt doll talking.
Pull the ears again, Mr. Naruhodo. As hard as you can.
Alright then. I'll put all my strength into it. Ow! Please, my dear fellows, you don't need to pull my air off!
Mr. Sholmes! Where are you?
I was gonna make a joke how it triggers vibrating anal beads, but you know what? This is close enough.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Myself and my trusty partner.
I respect them.
You read them.
Well, I didn't listen. She's a little shit. Are presently in the first-class cabin area of the SS Grouse. The SS Grouse? She left Dover last night after the final pieces of cargo were loaded. Oh, fuck yeah! That's so fucking cool!
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool!
They're little guys.
That's so cool! No, but she rigged it so that when you pull the ears, it pulls the hands! She's a genius!
Yes.
That's so cute! We're currently docked at Dunkirk, but due to be underway again in half an hour. You've taken a ship to France! Please, even with my athletic prowess, I would struggle to jump the Straits of Dover. After we left Baker Street last night, we hurried by cab to the station and by train to the port. In order to board this vessel in time. So, you mean you'd already worked it out? That the steamship was where everything really took place? Mr. Naruhodo, pray, what is my name? Sherlock Sholmes, world-famous great detective. Recited to perfection. Well done.
You're a genius, Mr. Sholmes. That's the only word for it.
Ow, 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 ow! Mr. Zato, gently with this genius's ear, please.
Oh my, I'm ever so sorry.
I love the idea that she's just tugging on it so excited. She's like, ah! Ren?
Ren.
Finally, Ren.
Thank
If
God.
I may, Sholmes.
Ah, there you are, Mikotoba.
You may remember that it was, in fact, I who made the connection to the SS Grouse. At Scotland Yard yesterday when we examined that notebook and I recalled my steamship ticket.
But of course it was, my dear fellow. And not once did I controvert that fact. I merely had our court-bound companions utter my name.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
We've just entered a recess. The trial resumes in 30 minutes from now.
And if we're unable to present any new leads, then I'm afraid to say.
Do not fret, please. It is for precisely that purpose that my partner and I have made this journey. I have no doubt we shall have welcome news for you within the half hour. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. That would be wonderful. Until later, then. Yes, you'll be hearing from us if we're not in touch first. Ow, 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 ow! I shan't be hearing anything if you keep tugging my ear in that mindless fashion!
Whatever was the idea behind making a receiver operated in that way in the first place, Sholmes?
Why the deuce would I know? It's Iris's invention, not mine! It's so cute.
Whilst I know how much you enjoy being the hero of the hour, Sholmes,
Oh, yes.
we have but half that now before the grouse puts to sea again. If we don't conclude our investigations rapidly, we shall find ourselves in Naples before long.
There are times, Mikotoba, when you make a surprising amount of sense. So, let us begin. Beef!
First class cabin number 2. Yes, this is the one.
Beef!
But I don't believe an investigation of the cabin is going to be plain sailing.
Not beef.
That crewman standing in front of the door is an angry-looking fellow.
Oh, do I take this guy again?
Do it,
You
yeah.
want to be
Are you
beef again?
I mean, no, it's question marks. It's not beef.
You're right, I'm sorry.
I'll
tofu.
be, question
Sorry,
marks.
you're right.
I've
Their
got
names are
TF
Mapo
so
Tofu.
much today. You should take.
Okay, I'll take not beef. Why are you loitering here? Who are you?
My dear fellow, do you not recognize a world-famous great detective when you see one? The question really ought to be, who are you?
Do you not recognize world-famous traveling great sailor chicken stroganoff when you see it? Yeah.
Seaman
game is so
Stroganoff too!
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Great detective. Ah, oh god, I bumped my pop filter. I don't think so.
What's on your arm? Do you see that, Mikotoba? It would appear that this man is a devoted follower of mine.
Goodness me, is that a tattoo? It says Sholmes.
That's
Can you
not
imagine
typically.
somebody having that tattoo?
That's not typically where you put a tramp stamp, my dear. But you know, whatever floats your boat. I must say, whilst such adoration is flattering naturally, it does leave me a little cold.
What are you talking about? Leave, now.
How distressing. My loyal devotee knows me only by name and not by appearance. I have a fucking biscuit in my mouth. Hold on. Oh god. Hold on. If they're... What do you call them if they're the kind that you're supposed to dip in coffee?
Dip in
What?
I'm really hoping it
out,
just
cut
caught and did not catch coffee.
It did.
Perfect. What do you call it when you dip it in cock? No. What do you call it? It's not a biscuit, is it?
That's a biscuit.
Is it? Okay.
That's good.
I was
Yeah,
scared the
biscuit.
British was possessing me.
No, like the tea biscuit thing?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Just a coffee biscuit? Okay. And yet, I already know a great deal about you, sir. You have a brother, I believe. I have to figure out what I want to do with my mic because it's not going through to Discord. Like yourself, he's a shipman. Currently traveling the world aboard a Russian steamship, in fact.
How could you know this?
Elementary, my dear Makotoba.
I'm sure it was. 3 days ago, I was bound for London aboard this ship, you see. We're looking for one of my fellow passengers, a man by the name of Jigoku.
There is no one with his name on board.
But we know that he purchased a ticket for passage.
Ah, you mean Easter, man. He left ship 2 hours ago. We're at Dunkirk. He said something about emergency, I think.
What? Are you sure? So Seishiro's realized that we're after him, has he?
His cabin is the one behind you. We should like to investigate, please.
No, I have orders not to let even mouse inside.
Pet rat.
Not even pet rat inside.
No! Pet rat gets special privilege. Makotoba, be a good man and draw the sailor's attention away, would you? Make up some excuse so that he leaves the area. I fucking heard you.
Oh god, doesn't Great Detective see? That even sailors have ears, both left and right.
Curses! The plan is ruined!
But you have only yourself to blame, I'm afraid, Sholmes.
Forget it. Cabin door is locked. Even if I am not here, you cannot get inside.
Climb through the vents! Climb through the vents! Climb through the vents!
Even if you climb through vents like Snake, you cannot.
Sholmes, we have to vent.
Makotoba, I believe we have to. I'm sure you haven't forgotten my special talent.
You ever
have
heard of Among Us, Sholmes?
I'm sure you haven't forgotten my special talent, have you?
Opening any lock?
Well, that wasn't what I was talking about, but yeah, that also, yeah, sure. Within a mere 5 seconds. So if you'd be so kind as to afford me the requisite time, old friend, in your typically accommodating manner.
How could I refuse such a typically unappealing request, old friend?
Do you want me to stick my tongue in your mouth?
Ghostwires, if it's the things you have to look at in here,
Yes,
I'm keeping them in mind.
Yes. I was also going to say something because that's one of my favorite things.
It's my favorite part of the game. I'm so devastated that it's optional.
So I need to distract that burly sailor for 5 seconds, do I?
Anyway, goes first, yes.
Good man. So, the game is afoot. Alright, what do I look at?
Fusion. 3 continents, Makotoba. Start from the right?
Eugen 3 continents, Makoto. Oh, that's why it's 3
like
continents.
all the way over
Makoto.
at the right.
Alright. Just with the door, let's go with the door.
That's the way back to the deck. But we certainly can't give up on this now.
Oh, yeah, Ghostwires.
Oh, okay.
We got you, Ghostwires.
We got you.
In fact, you
I
should
know
try.
what you speak.
You should try every plan.
Please do.
I don't even know what that means.
You'll
You'll
know in
see.
a second. Don't.
Yeah.
We're not being super cryptic. It'll make sense.
Yeah, it's a very quick payoff, don't worry.
That's a speaking tube for members of the crew to communicate with one another around the ship. If I could just persuade our stocky sailor friend that he needed to use it. Sholmes could unlock the door whilst he was distracted. The question is, how? Ah, the switch for the electrical lights. Perhaps if I were to turn off the lights, the crewman wouldn't be able to see what we were doing.
Do it. It's so stupid.
Please.
Ah, what is happening? What is it like?
Now, Sholmes, now!
Nobody there.
That was a close shave.
Stupid.
Quite a knack you have, stumbling so violently in an apparently empty corridor.
Do be quiet, Sholmes. I shall have to think of another approach.
Jimmy Kotomo is in his 40s. That's the best thing ever.
Ah, fuck!
Anyway, there's like, I think there's like 3 of them.
Oh, good. Good. We're just clicking fucking everything. Mousetrap. Chuck Mousetrap at him.
Please.
Yeah, please do the mouse.
Please do the mousetrap.
I know. I'll make it dark while he picks the lock.
You didn't even process.
This must be a mousetrap, I think.
Great play.
I'll make it dark while he picks the lock.
Perhaps I should distract the crewman's attention with this somehow. Oh, fuck it. Choo-choo! Oh my god, the crunch!
Crunch is back! It's like an old friend returning.
You summoned it, right?
Hello,
Oh
old
my
friend.
god. You summoned it with the mouse noises.
Choo-choo.
Horrifying.
Sounds
It's
like
been
Big
so
Mouse is
long,
back.
my love. I didn't know you knew how to do that still. Oh, my darling. Anyway.
It sounds like Big Mouse and stuff. You gotta do it again.
You gonna do
Granny, you
it?
have to do it again.
Choo-choo!
Eugene Mikotova is in his 40s. I will bring bucket of water later and put out of misery.
I don't like the sound of that.
In any case, my dear fellow, that was quite unconvincing. Only Japanese mice make a chew sound.
Oh, really, Sholmes? And pray tell, what sound do Russian mice make?
Beep beep! Naturally. Although also quite unconvincingly, I readily admit.
Hate them.
So go ahead, Mikotoba. Do a pee-pee this time.
No, thank you. I'm sure I can come up with an alternative solution.
Do a
hate them
pee-pee.
so much.
Sure a pee-pee.
Oh my god.
Shurapipi!
You're so
Munancho.
Sure a pee-pee, Mikotoba.
Chuck.
Okay, hold on. I will come back to the fire alarm. That's you. Sorry.
That's another first-class cabin, and yet its door is completely unguarded.
Get in through the vents. Empty as well. I had a quick look inside earlier. Though I confess I didn't investigate the wardrobe. There may very well be a young Japanese fellow inside, perspiring merrily.
If you're referring to Naruhodo, you know very well that he's currently perspiring merrily in court.
Does it not strike you, though, Mikotoba? Why the man stands guard only in front of this cabin when both are apparently vacant? Perspiring Merrily is my new band name. Alright.
I think that's it.
Pull that fire alarm!
This would appear to be an alarm bell. All hell would break loose if this thing were to ring. The whole crew would know about it.
Hey, what's your favorite, emo band
Pop
from
Punk
the
Fist?
2010s?
I was about to say! Set if off.
Set if!
Set your phone.
Here goes then. Pardon me in advance. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
You, what are you doing?
I'm yelling ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
If we were at sea, that would be a very bad problem.
What's going on down there? Seaman Stroganoff, report at once!
Who's that out there? Sorry, sir. Nothing to report. It was just stupid trick. No, not by me. By world famous... No, as I told you.
Now, Sholmes, now!
Done.
Not even 5 seconds, huh?
Yeah, well, you would know about not even 5 seconds, wouldn't you? Don't just stand there gawping at my brilliance, Mikoto, but in we go!
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
You can only spend 6 minutes inside of it. 3rd of November. This is gross!
Remember, we should stop.
Stop.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of assume that it just saved. But I'll save again
should save again
just
just in
in
case.
case.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Cause I didn't remember seeing an autosave. And we're gonna go back to the title. I already saved my fucking game.
Playable Mikotoba.
Yay!
Them. Ren gets to talk.
Ren gets to talk.
Ren gets to
Jesus.
talk. Ren gets to fucking last second sweep it as Mikotoba again.
Such is the way of Eugene Mikotoba.
I'm so sorry, King. I'm sorry we keep doing this to you.
Christ.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like we're gonna need to shuffle soon.
Anyway, that'll do us for this week on Great Ace Attorney Great Ace Attorney 2. Great Ace Attorney Adventures 2 result. What is coming up? On the 14th, on Thursday, we have more Baldur's Gate 3. There's gonna be no Apollo Justice trilogy this week. We are starting Spirit of Justice next week. Somewhere, maybe question mark is a Yakuza Kiwami 2. Not tomorrow.
I could do... I work in the morning, but I could do like an evening if you're around.
Oh, I'm always around. If you want to do an evening, we can do an tomorrow. Yakuza
Yeah, we can just shift to the
Kiwami
evening.
2. That's all I know for certain. I might come on and fuck around. I don't know. Next to God, no idea. I don't think it was next week. We'll figure it out.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll figure it out. There will be another Tagatu stream at some point. I have a Throne and a Ko-fi. If you want to support me financially, you do not have to, but it is very greatly appreciated. The Ko-fi pod message should be fixed for chat now, so it'll actually show the shit that you said. You can always check the commands. You can check the link tree that I have linked everywhere. I have a YouTube channel where all of these VODs are uploaded 2 days after they go live here on Twitch. If you're seeing a huge frame rate drop, that's not your problem. That's literally my laptop. It's been doing this for weeks. I don't know why. I probably need to get a new Ethernet cable, but I don't have the money to do that. You see the problem. They don't have Ethernet cables on Throne, which is stupid. I could probably manually put one there, but that's not the point.
You can. There's a Chrome extension. You can put anything on Throne.
I'm gonna go put an Ethernet cable on Throne.
I'll show it to you.
Okay, cool. The tail, the tail side fundraiser is still going. They are so close to reaching their next stretch goal of 30,000 euros. For getting a little greenhouse, a little greenhouse extension. Thank you, water. You can hear me go click. They're so close. That ends on the 25th. It's either the 23rd or the 20. I think it's the 23rd. Near the end of November, but it's coming up very soon. You should use the command tailside or go to bit.ly/tailside-k100k for my referral link. If you want to donate, you can do it through that link. It'll be good, and it might get us all some things. If every 50 euros, I think that's donated through my referral link, gives us an extra Steam code for me to maybe distribute to someone in the server. Also, if you're not in the server, you should go in there. It's fun. If you are 18 and up and you want to come hang out with some cool kids and talk a lot about the Great Ace Attorney and Yakuza and other things, you should join my Discord server. It's fun. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. I think that's it. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. We did not get nominated for the Streamer Awards, to no one's surprise. I feel like this information should be shared. But that means that we can be even more annoying about it next year. Let's go. And until next time. Bye.
Bye.